Okay, I think we are live. Hello! It has been a hot minute. Welcome to the stream. And happy Valentine's Day to all those who celebrate, whether you're with someone or single pringle like me. Yeah, I know the background's a little simple enough. I was planning on doing hearts, but now I was like, I don't want how to draw each individual heart. And then I realized right what I was about to do. So I'm like, I could just copy and pasted the hearts all over the place and it would have been fine. But anyway, I still made a little icon different for me. I don't know. I was trying to get lazy by just rechanging the color of my shirt. And doing so, with the art program, I accidentally made my hair pink, and I was like, you know what? I like how it looks. I'm keeping it. So I just we ball. I don't know, man. It's actually kind of interesting because it's like I've never dyed my hair before, and it's like looking at it, it kind of looks cool. Could I pull off that pink realistically in real life? I cannot tell you, but it kind of looks cool. Would it look cool? Would it look like kind of good, like a manic pixie girl kind of level of weird? Like I don't know. That's a lot of like hair to be dyed. Like that's half my hair dyed if I ever do that. Realistically, yeah. Also, sorry, my heart on my chest looks crummy. Like I said, I gotta do this really quickly because I was like, I wanted to do a stream, and I was like, ah, man, what do I want to do for like my podcast stream? Because it's like I didn't really want to fight with my PlayStation, which is why I'm not doing date everything, like I said it would, and probably would make more sense for Valentine's Day to do that. But here we are. But I was like, what do I want to do? And all of a sudden I'm like, duh, it's right in front of me. The theme for today, it's Valentine's Day. Like just duh. Like what is wrong with you? Why didn't you think of that originally? I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, Valentine's Day episode. What are we talking about? A couple different things. Kind of thing. I thought first we can talk about just like the concept of Valentine's Day. You know, a little bit, just because the concept of Valentine's Day is kind of interesting, especially like in this current culture. I think Valentine's Day means quite a lot of different things to many different people. I think, you know, obviously the originality of Valentine's Day, I think, was a Roman thing. I know, like definitely. So okay, bear with me with this because it's been a hot minute since I actually looked into what Valentine's Day like was. But I know originally it was based off of Cupid, which was the Roman thing for Eros, which is the god of like desire, not love, but desire, kind of thing. But there's that. So essentially the whole concept of that is like the whole the Cupid's arrow type of thing. You fall in love with someone and da 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 type of thing. But it's like I feel like it's so. I mean, again, like everything nowadays is it always goes back to capitalism. But it's kind of is true though. It's very kind of capitalistic holiday. It's very much more like marketed as like buy all these things for your loved one on this day. All the candies, all the cards, and the weird little teddy bears. The holding of the hearts and stuff like that. So, there's that. I know some people are like not enthralled with Valentine's Day because of that concept of like, oh, it's capitalism and it's just like based off of getting money and things like that, and it's not really based off of true love, kind of thing. I know there's other people on the other side of the coin with like that issue more along the lines of they don't like the holiday kind of thing because it like kind of really points out people who are single, and it makes people who are single feel kind of bad and not happy and very like self-aware of like them being single kind of thing. And I can get that too. I think it's also like another corner I've seen a little bit where people are kind of go into like the category complaining where it's like, well, you should be treating your loved one, any time of the year. Why does it have to be just Valentine's Day? Which I've heard that argument and I kind of like turned to them and I'm like, okay, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say that for like any holiday, like, man, you should be gifting things to your mother on Mother's Day because you should be doing that all the time. Like, yes, that's the whole concept is that it's like a separate appreciation day that's just there. I don't know. I don't hate that argument. I just think it's a funny one to me. But yeah, I don't know. But there's also people who just really like Valentine's Day. They really like the concept. They like that it's romantic and look past the whole capitalistic kind of concept and really enjoy it and like love doing stuff on it, even if they are single or not. I don't know, kind of a thing. It's very interesting. What do I think of it? I don't care. That's kind of really the answer at the end of the day. I don't know, because it's like I think the thing is, it's like I haven't really had a chance to spend that kind of type of thing with someone on Valentine's Day before, kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I just never had that before. It's kind of weird to think about it, but it's a thing. I don't know. Like, I mean, well, okay, it's not surprising because I've talked about being sheltered as hell before, but it's one of those things. Like, yeah, I just never really celebrated Valentine's Day. Like, I celebrated in school, obviously, with like getting candies and like Valentine like little card things you give out to the whole entirety of the class kind of thing. Which actually I think I've heard like recently like the concept of like giving cards to like everyone in the class is quite a new thing actually. It used to be just like, you'd give it to whoever you want, but of course I think there was the concept of some kids felt like kind of left out that they didn't get anything on Valentine's Day. So now it's like if you're gonna give out stuff to the kids, you got to give it out to everyone kind of a situation. I don't know if I talked to someone about that or someone was like, oh, I was like watching a video talking about that or something. But yeah, it's kind of a different thing now with that. I don't know. So I guess I'm pointing that out there if that's something taboo or something where it's like, you giving it out to everyone in class? What do you mean? It's like, I don't know, man. That's what I was like when I was a kid. I don't know. I don't know if it's 25. I'm not gonna get into existential that the whole thing, but yeah, that's just something where I have to realize I'm like, oh yeah, different childhoods and different like kind of eras of time. That's a thing I have to actually acknowledge and realize, and it's weird. So yeah, but I don't know. I think it's I don't know. Like Valentine's Day, I don't really care. I'm not like offended by it as somebody who's like single, type of thing. I'm like, how dare they make this holiday and make me feel bad. It's like, I don't know, man. That's because then I'm gonna ruin it for everyone else. Like, you do you. If you enjoy it, have fun, have a good time. If you're not vibing with it because of the whole single aspect, don't focus too much on that kind of thing. There's like actually more single culture type of thing around Valentine's Day nowadays where you just, do things with yourself or do things with your buddies, like you can go out and have a fun time with your friends, your family, whatever. It's whatever you want to do, kind of thing. It doesn't have to be, you could hang out with your dog or cat, man, or whatever pet you have. You can really do whatever you want. It's that kind of world now, man. Don't let people get you down because of that, It's okay. I don't know. That's just my message with that. But yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of more of like I guess what I wanted to start off with this because like talking about the concept of Valentine's Day because I know Valentine's Day is very different for everyone. Also, I just had a realization. I think it's the first time things going slow. That's why it's my computer. I was like, it's called. I was trying to catch up and my computer was going weird. It's poor. Hold on. It's still poor. Why is it poor? Don't be poor. Be good. I don't know. Hold on. It's taking a second. I think it wants to. Because I can't tell if I'm like cutting on it. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, still saying poor, but I sound fine so far. I'll keep an eye on that really quickly. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like I said, I was gonna say this is, I believe, the first time I ever had a Valentine's Day special on the channel. I've done Christmas, and obviously New Year's, Halloween, of course. Not done Easter yet. I don't know, maybe that'll be this year. But yeah, I never done Valentine. I have done it on Gus's channel, Cliff of Warfare. We have done a Valentine. We had 2 different Valentine's Day specials on there. Which you should check those out. If I think they're still there. I think I think most of the streams are there. I will say one of them was from a time I think it was like during 2020. It wasn't COVID. I don't know that. Actually, I don't think. I don't know if it was or not COVID or not. But we were both sick as a dog for one of them. So like, it's a fun one to watch. But it's like, yeah, fair warning. It is pretty rough. It's also like kind of earlier. Like I didn't have a great mic at the time still, so it's a little rough on the edges that way for like my end, and I apologize for that. But yeah, honestly though, it's still a good one. It's still funny in a way. But it's also like, yeah, just fair warning, we were like sick as a dog. That one. But yeah, otherwise though, yeah, like I've not done one for my channel just because it never. I think it's just happened happened to be that it's on a day that it landed that I am streaming, honestly, and that it also kind of like worked and fit well with me not having streamed in a while and not wanting to fight with my PlayStation, and I think that helped. That just happened to be on this day. So just the vibe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So Valentine's Day special. I'm coughing because I just sucked in too much air. Oh God, what's wrong with me? Nothing changes. Okay, so little thing I wanted to do because I have not done this in a while, and I was like, screw it, why not? It'd be fun and kind of silly. Let me while I'm here before I actually go into this, I kind of want to put this in probably a more specific order than this. Let's do this one first. Do that one. I think like that. Nah. Yeah, okay, good. Sorry. I was just making sure I had the order of what I wanted to do this in. So, I was debating on like how I wanted to do this because I didn't want to sit here and just yammer on about nothing for a while. So I was like, okay, what can I do? And I was like, oh yeah, I've not done like looking through tier lists in a long while. Looking at people's tier lists. I was like, okay, and inspired by Athena P. Great channel, does really cool, fun, nostalgic topics, and just like it sometimes she'll do like tier list type of thing of like looking at random stuff. She's like in the past have looked like different like ships and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, that's a cool concept. Let me see what like ships lists that people have made in the past. So I thought that'd be cool to look through. I originally was gonna go like on a randomizer wheel type of thing. If I had time and actually thought about this ahead of time, I could have made a tier list myself of like all random type of media and things like that. And or two, I could have made a kind of randomizer wheel where it landed on a random ship and I would talk about how I feel about it. From just different fandoms and things like that I enjoy. But alas, didn't have time. I really thought about this like last night. I was like, oh yeah, that would be cool. And I'm like, So, the only thing I got is many people's tier list that people have made. So, with that, let us go and move on over to here to do that. Here we go. All right, this one is made by Pie Man Games. And this one is just a Disney animated couples tier list. It's kind of short. It's simple. It's kind of what it is. I believe I should know majority of these. The keyword is I believe. It's been a hot minute since I've probably seen like half of these movies. So like bear with me if I'm like trying to remember and I'm like, did I actually like this ship or not? So yeah, we'll get there. So we started off with Bo and Woody. I see. Okay, so I'm gonna admit something here right now. I have not seen Toy Story 4, and I know that's like such a big movie for Bo. I think I've heard recently. So like that's kind of not a great vibe with that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I remember they're pretty vanilla of a ship from what I kind of recall. Like they're together. Like they like each other. I think they're fine. I mean, honestly, like I kind of put this I think in a C. I think they're fine. They're in the hey, they work. I think they're fine. I think they're healthy enough category. Oh, the Rescuers Down Under. Oh, not Down Under. Well, actually, it counts Down Under too. But the Dorm Rescuers and the Down Under. I think this is from the original. Oh God, I can't remember the names. It's been, like I said, been that long. I think these two are also fine. I'd probably say they're a little bit higher, probably from like what I can recall. They're a very happily married couple. That way they're cool. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Princess and the Frog. Okay, Tiana and Prince Aveen. Or Louis. I can't. Oh God, I'm blanking on names. I'm realizing like, dang, the straight couple are like making me go, creak, 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 creak. I'm like, I don't know. I like them. There's not like, I not have a strong passion for it, I think it's been like a long time since I've seen Princess and the Frog. They're like fine, I think. I'm trying to like remember. I mean, I know they were like it took a bit for them to get it compatible at some point. I mean, like it's a cute concept. I mean, I think what I will say that makes it probably like a B for me. I realize is like I think it's more Tiana's like kind of attitude of being like she's still like has the independent woman kind of vibe to her. So like and like she still like it's her restaurant and everything type of thing. So like it's not just a stereotypical princess happy ending type of thing. She actually gets what she wants. All right, now we got the Incredibles. We got Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible. Which I mean, like honestly, I I think they're an A to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm ranking this off other than like how I feel about their relationship. I guess not. I mean, I don't know about compatibility because again, they're together. They're married. They have children. Type of thing. I mean, like they're good. They're a good couple. I don't know. Like they work well together. Type of thing. I don't know. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I don't know. Anyway, oh god, Fox and Hound. The fox with the girl. I don't honestly gotta remember. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I will admit, a lot of the older Disney movies sometimes bore me, and I know it's like, how dare you, Fox and Hound's a classic, and it's like I know, but also it's boring. I'm gonna just put them in D because I don't know. I really have no recollection other than like they're both foxes. One's a boy, one's a girl. That's that. Oh Thomas, oh man. And I forgot the female cat's name. From that movie. Aristocats. Also a movie I've not seen in a hot minute, but I really like this one because it's very cute. Also, I like cats. They're like cute. So, I think they're fine. I think they probably go into like C category, from what I kind of recall. Okay, Tarzan and Jane. Okay, this one I can at least recall harder. At least because like I think I've kind of seen this a little bit more recent. Tarzan, because Tarzan's a great movie, and it's honestly one of my favorite like Disney movies. It's such a great movie. Honestly, like if you slept on this movie, what's wrong with you? Come on, Phil Collins, man, with the soundtrack. Such a great soundtrack. I don't know. They're cute. I think they go to me in like the B category. I think they're cute. I think they're fine. They're very sweet that way together. A Finn and Rapunzel. Is she actually called as Rapunzel, or is she like? I don't know. Not realizing that. Anyway, I have a very special connection. Actually, I'm gonna put them. I'm putting them in pretty high A. Actually, I don't know if they're S tier to me, but I have a very like special connection to this movie because I actually remember seeing this movie in theaters with my sister, and it was such a great experience. Anyway, just itself, it's definitely a good movie. Type of thing, and I know because it's one of those things where it's like I as a person when it comes to like Disney movies, like when it comes to Disney princess movies, excuse me. I am not like the hugest fan. The two I actually like are like Princess and Frog and Tangled. I think because it's just they hit like the sweet spot to me of like them being really interesting and their characters being interesting and not like stereotypically like boring and like vanilla. And I know I'm saying vanilla in a way that's like, what do you mean vanilla, man? What is that going off? It's more like I mean like they're not just like stereotypically like, for example, like here the next thing coming up next is Snow White. It's kind of prefer for example. It's not just the stereotypical boring guy that goes to save the day type of thing. It's kind of got like something more deeper to that kind of a thing. So that's kind of the thing. But yeah, like I really love the movie, and I actually remember one scene at the end of the movie. I guess spoilers if you've never seen this movie. It's like, oh my god, this is over a decade like old now. How old is I don't know how old Tangled is, but that makes me scared in a way. But yeah, like I remember like the final scene in the movie where like Finn gets like stabbed and like there's actual blood and like it kind of like set me and my sister back like blood in a Disney movie. Whoa, it's edgy, kind of thing. Even though it's like I mean, it's still kind of edgy, I guess, to this day, but it definitely wasn't as dramatic as I think we both made it, you know? Because it was like, whoa, bro, you know? Because I was like a little kid, and my sister was like a teenager, so I was like, whoa, bro. So, but yeah, no, I like their relationship. I think they're very cute. I like the dynamic really well. Um, so yeah, Snow White, I care less for it. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. It is, again, like I was into, like, I don't care. It's boring. It's so standard. Also, I forgot something. Let me fix something really quick. I'm gonna go back to my thing really quick. While I'm here, I meant to pop my chat out so I can actually see. There we go. So we gotta see it, you guys, without having to see the background of what I'm doing. So like, all I have to do is just do this, and then I can say it, and then I'm like, "Hello, guys," and then yeah, okay, here we go. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. So yeah, no point. We have, oh my god, my Ratatouille. Yeah, Ratatouille. To be honest, I kind of forgot these two got together. Sort of. I kind of forgot about that. And not a bad way. It's just like, oh, okay. I think the ones where I feel like middle of the road, I think definitely are C to me, for sure. I probably might move that like to here. I think though. There we go. Like middle of the road, I have no difference. Same with like Minnie. Okay, it depends on which Minnie and Mickey. Actually, because there's so many different Minnie and Mickey over the years that like this one kind of, it looks like it's more of the classic one. So I was gonna say, like, actually I was speaking with Gus about this recently, where we're talking about like that new like Mickey Mouse like cartoons shorts that were like coming out like in the 2010s, I believe, like the late 2010s. And those ones, like, if I was to say those, like, that would be kind of, like, fun. But, like, I don't know, like I said, I'm kind of middle of the road. They're pretty bland to me. Oh, John Smith and Pocahontas. Pocahontas is kind of a weird movie. I've never really been a huge fan of it. But also, I know it has its own controversies because, obviously, the depiction of indigenous people, especially Pocahontas herself, which I am so sorry, I am really blanking on, like, the actual, her real name, at the moment from her drive. It's very messed up, the story. Like if you don't know the actual story of Pocahontas, like, I very much implore you to actually like do research on the history, because it is so messed up. And it's really messed up how we like really just like try making like things like colonialism that is like normal and fun and cute and things like that, where it's like a little bit controversial, kind of realistically, you know, of a situation. So yeah, no, it's going off because of that. To me. Okay. Peter Pan and Wendy. Jesus, that took me a second to get the name. Oh my god, I guess it's been so long. I gonna put them in D because I don't really remember much. Not in C, D, because I think there's not much. But also, I think Peter Pan is not really exactly healthy to be around, from what I recall, kind of thing. Oh yeah. Shing and Mulan. The second movie got weird with that a little bit with the relationship. The first one was good, I think, fine. I'll put them in B. I think they kind of go in the same side of the category, kind of like feeling as like Tarzan and Jane and things like that. You know, like, I don't know, they kind of go in the similar route to me. Oh, Mike was. Oh, what's that girl's name from Mike Wazowski? Oh no, but like, yeah, like that's his love interest. Oh my god, this has been so long. It bothers me how long it's been since I've like seen these movies. I really need to like freshen up on my Disney stuff again. Because my god, it's been a hot minute since I've seen like half of these. I mean, I have my favorites, but that's neither here nor there. I don't remember what they're. I mean, I think they were cute. I think they're a cute couple. I think they're also going to be. I think for me, like, I remember them being cute. You know, they're having like, you know, little cute little pet names for each other and stuff like that. I mean, eh. I don't know. Okay, Hercules and Meg or Megra. I don't know. I call her. I mean, it's Meg. No one calls her Megra. But they are. I mean, I like. Okay, I'll say this. Like, I love Meg. I think a lot of people like Meg in general. Also, fun fact. Even though we'll probably get to that eventually in one of the list, I think. there's a list I have where it's like a lot of different other fandoms. Don't worry, we're not gonna stick to just Disney. But there's a lot of different fandoms that one. But yeah, so Meg, the voice of Meg, is the same person who does Rose in Steven Universe. I say that like it's a surprising thing, but like I don't know, there might be some people who might not know that out there still. But there you go. That's something you can have. I guess I don't know anyway. I think they're also B, but I think they're like I'd say here. But that way, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to remember. I don't know. It's like is it the vibe? Do I have strong feelings about this? I don't know. Oh, and then Hans. I didn't really watch. I watched Frozen like once in my life, and I was like indifferent by it. I know people would be like, "What for Frozen? You just don't like it because it's popular." It's like, no, I just didn't like it. It wasn't interesting enough. It was so boring to me. Man, the only time I watched it was on a school trip to you know what, I won't say it because I don't want to get out where I am because I think that might give you guys an idea. But I went on a school trip. We were on a bus. We were traveling to where we needed to go, and it was on the TV. And yeah, it was fine. But I mean, I don't know. It got me through the road trip. I'll tell you that. So yeah, okay, Cars. I have, honest to God, no clue. I'm gonna leave this one on the bottom because I really don't remember what their ship is like their dynamic. I really cannot for the life of me. I've watched Cars a couple times, and it's like, again, it's one of those movies where I'm okay with, and I like it, but I don't really like. Again, that one's one of those like I don't know. Oh, Atlantis. Okay. They're pretty good, actually. No, they're really good. Actually, I'm putting. You know what? No, they're S tier. They're S tier. I'm sorry, they're S tier. You know, I think a lot of people are like, those people are gonna be like, I don't think I need to explain. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, yes. You know, like I just don't need to explain. So we're moving on. Jack and Sally. They are. Oh, Catherine O'Hara. Sorry, that made me kind of sad. I just remember Catherine O'Hara passed recently. Oh, rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. That's it. You know, as of the relationship in the movie though, I think they're B. I think probably bottom B. I feel like they're good. I just well, you know what? No, Jack only kind of acknowledges Sally like later on, so no, they're going to C. I think my only problem is like generally acknowledges Sally like way late in the movie, and I'm like, okay. I only just remember that. I'm like, you know what? No, that kind of makes me down. Makes me want to bring them down a little bit more. Okay, we're halfway through the list. Oh my god, my body like rejected me for a second. I was like, Kermie, Miss Piggy. The relationship is weird. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put him like maybe. Yeah, I'll put him on a C. I think that's a fair spot. I like him, but like I feel like there's a odd dynamic between them, and I think it also depends like which Muppets we're looking at, because I think their like dynamic changes over time. Anyway, Donald and Daisy. They kind of also go into like the middle of the road thing. I think they go next to these two. I'm trying to see. Oh my god, I'm trying to see what that one is. It is 101 Dalmatians. It's the two human people. I'm gonna put them in mid C because I don't remember much with them because it's been a while. What's my voice doing? Aladdin and Jasmine. Bottom B. Let's see. I'm trying to go through this one quickly because it's like I feel like I've been on this one too long, and I need to move on. The ants. I cannot tell you what their relationship. I feel like E is the category where I'm like E. You know, question mark E. Okay, 101 Dalmatians again. I feel like they're same to me. I feel like I think that's the whole point. You know, they're similar kind of in vein that way. Beast and Belle. It's interesting. Do I want to get into the whole category like everyone else did back in the 2010s? Or like, actually, it's Stockholm syndrome, which it is. It's Stockholm syndrome, by the way. Stockholm syndrome is quite different. Belle had a lot more freedom. That way she could have left anytime, technically. So like there was that. But I do think the relationship is. I mean, like it is weird. It's a slow burn. I think is the best way to describe it. I'm gonna put in bottom B. Like it works. The prince. Oh my god, the mermaid. Jesus. I don't know why I was gonna say Princess of Frog again. I don't know why, even though it's like it's clearly the mermaid. The Little Mermaid actually. I'm gonna put them in like middle C. Simone Nala. Let's say here. That part of me. Lady and Tramp. I think they're fine. I think they're going to C. No, a little higher C. Like here. There you go. Oh wow. Oh my god. My brain shut down what this movie is called. Oh my god. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh no. Hold on. Oh, Sleeping Beauty. Jesus. Wow, that took me a second. The one with Maleficent in it. This one's fine. Again, that goes into they're kind of the same. This also goes in the same category. Now we're talking, a goofy movie too. Like, bro, these two, iconic. These two, iconic. No, give me, no, come here, come here. You deserve to be at the top. Iconic, just iconic. Anyway, oh, now we're getting to Disney shows. Okay. Kim Possible, Ron and Kim. That's they're cute. I think they go to A. They're cute. Yeah. Oh, Candace. I'm trying to. Are they? I mean, yeah, they're cute. I think they're going to A as well. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Literally putting them side by side. Hold on a minute. Are they this the same? I mean, red hair girl going with the blonde hair guy. Come on. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe that's anyway. Venice Isabella. Again, it kind of goes into like I think a little bit. I'm gonna go into more B for this, but it kind of goes into the same little Sally thing where it's like Finn like takes so long to be like to notice. I'm like, come on, bro. I understand they're kids at some point, but it's like it took until like end of high school for you to notice, bro. Come on. Oh, it is the candle with I forgot his name. Blinked. It was the duster. That's what she is. I think. They're fine. I think they're C. This one goes into E. No, this one goes into C too. Actually, they're fine. They're kind of toxic. These two. They're kind of like not toxic. Just like I think they go into D. Like I just think they're together, but definitely like I don't know. Nani. I forgot his name completely. Actually, I feel like these two are also S tier. They're pretty good. I'm gonna actually move like that. There you go. They're pretty good. They're very very healthy. That way, they're very good. They're very sweet to each other. I like the vibe. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph type of thing. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I don't. I vaguely remember this dynamic. Also, I'm putting this in F because I found out the age range of this. Hell no. I found out the age range of this originally, and I'm like, hell no. Just hell no. That's all I say. Moving on. We're almost there. We're almost done. Okay. Got a normal Goofy movie with him. Okay. Again, S. Very cute. Aw, next to the did and all that. I cannot for life of me remember the Bambi one, so we'll go there. Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit. That's okay. Yeah, again, S. I definitely say like ooh. Nah, they're like my favorite. I was gonna go like in my ship and like if I was gonna say like all the ships here, like this is like my favorite. They're so cute. They're not even a ship. You can't call it a ship. It's a real relationship. They're together. They're married. She took his name. Anyway, listen. I think they're cute. I'm gonna go B on that one. They're very sweet. They're very cute. Definitely top of this for sure. And finally, what? Oh, I forgot. I kind of forgot that was the vibe they had with with this. Sure. Let's say that. I'm gonna leave this one alone because again, I cannot for the life of me remember. Yeah, I'm gonna put an E. Because any of them I don't really know. I go E. You know. But yeah, okay. This is the list. I don't know. This is based off of vibes. Again, half of them I kind of didn't really remember as well. So like, if I put like a favorite like couple that you like in a spot that you don't like, I apologize. This is just an opinion, and it's just vibes. It's fine. It's just yeah. Anyway, again, shout out to Pie Man Games for making this list. So anyway, we will take a break for a second and just kind of uh vibe for a moment. Also make sure everything's working still for me, aka but yeah, and also again, kind of make sure everything's good. But yeah, let me get the next one set up. The next one should be a little bit shorter at least. So oh my god, I'm sorry. Some of the handwritten things for this one. It's kind of funny. Okay, so but yeah, no, yeah, like I said, when it comes to Disney ones, I feel like it is been a minute since I've seen a lot of the Disney movies, and I'm realizing this now, and I kind of realize that yeah, maybe at some point I should go back and watch some Disney movies again, because yeah, some of those I was like, trying to grasp. A lot of the older Disney movies, again, like I said, some of them I kind of find boring a little bit. I think except from like more like from the 90s and onward are like kind of more like my favorites. I think just in general, it also could just be my age that's telling me this kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, we can move on to the next one, which is a Sonic one. Of course it is, because it's gotta be at some point. It's a Sonic ship, it's just a major ship. It's this one is made by Trey K. So yeah, this is just the list. I just like the trash two interactions, dog water. So like, I don't know, like that. Okay. This is interesting. They got like a lot of like just different ones that like to be fair, I've not really seen some of these interactions, but also like I don't hate them all. That's what I'm confused by, which we'll get there in a second. We'll get there when we get there. But okay, so we have Amy and Blaze. Okay. Amy and Blaze. What is that dynamic? Okay, so you see now I'm a little bit in we're getting into a little territory where I can go, okay, I can actually think about this a little bit more. And these are what if scenarios, obviously. So Amy and Blaze. Would they go well together? I'm trying to think, cause like Blaze is kind of like the very calm and like very like whole personality. Amy's like kind of a lot sometimes. But like, is it one of those things where they would balance each other out, kind of thing? Like, Amy would get Blaze out of her comfort zone a little bit, and then like maybe Blaze can like teach Amy to like, you know, be able to like be patient with things sometimes. It's like I don't know, like I can see it. I'd say like maybe B. Like I can see it. Okay, and then there's Amy and Metal Sonic. I mean, like it's just your version of. I don't know if they would work well. I think. I mean, I don't think they would work. I don't like saying dog water. We'll go with D. I think with that. I just don't think it would work well. Shadow and Sally. I guess that's something. Again, some of this I've not thought of before, and I'm like, okay. Shadow and Sally. I'm going off of the comics of this. I think it is supposed to be off the comics, probably. But what I mean comics, I mean the Archie ones. um. Hmm. Hmm. I I'd probably say this is also a D one where it's like I just don't see them. I also think about ability. Amy and Shadow. Okay, I've seen a lot of Amy Shadow stuff, and it's kind of interesting how they paint the dynamic with that, because it's like it's the thing where it's like Sonic pretty much like always 9 times out of 10 like breaks Amy's heart, and it's like Shadow's like there to like kind of pick up the pieces and be the better man. It's kind of like, it's weird. I don't hate it. I think I'm kind of like middle of the road with it. Like, I don't hate it. It's kind of weird. It's an interesting dynamic. I think it's something to explore just because it's different. Because you got the like, I could fix some energy, which I'm like, it depends how I feel about that on certain days and like what the dynamic is. Because it's like, can they be fixed? Should they be fixed? Is that something you should do? Silver Shadow. This is also a very popular one I've seen. The soft boy and like the edgy person, you know, kind of thing. Like, that's kind of how I put it. Um, I I don't know. I never seen this one working, and I think it's just like, I think there's too much. Like I think the shadows just like we just hate Silver. I'm sorry. I think that's would be the vibe. This is okay. I want to emphasize this again. This is not me dissing your ships. This is not me dissing your ships. This is vibes. This is my opinion. If you like the ship and you think it's A tier or S tier, it's A tier and S tier. Your book. It's just my book. It's not. You know. SBO and Shadow. SBO and Shadow. Ooh. See, this one I can see a little bit working a little bit more, because there's, I feel like SBO can like stand up for himself, I think is the point. Like, I feel like for Silver, like, he just wouldn't really, I think he'd just like kind of tolerate a lot of Shadow's things, and that's not good. Versus like, at least SBO, I feel like he'd kind of do more. I see this being like, I can see this high C. I see it. I don't know if I see it far, but I see it. Okay, Knuckles and Shadow. There's a lot of Shadow ones. I'm realizing, dang, everyone ship Shadow with everybody. I think this goes in the same route. See, okay, actually, you know what? I see this, I think, as like the more highest possibility. I think it's still B. I don't think there's a tier with that, you know, there. But it's like, I think out of like all the possibilities with that, I see it the most with Knuckles and Shadow. I cannot tell you why. I don't have a really clear explanation in my brain. I just see it more. I could see it more. I don't know. We have Silver and Amy. Honestly, like, that's a cute one. My voice went what? With that one, I'm kind of like, that's a cute one though. I see it. I think it's a cute concept. Yeah, I think it's cute. I definitely see like the most like possible. I think it's also like what my brain goes like, is this like a possible category? Is this something that can happen? It's like, okay. Then we have Blaze and Silver. I mean, I think that's closer to canon. I think the most, not completely canon, but closer. I think it's like probably behind like this. I think that kind of would make sense, you know, with this. Silver and Espio. Interesting. You know what? I'm giving that an A. I can see it. There's something I can see, but again, I can't give you an explanation why, but I see it in my brain. I don't know. It's something where I see it and my brain goes, oh, actually, okay. You know, like, I don't hate this. You know? Silver, and what the hell is that? I cannot see what that is. Is that one character from, like, Forces? I have not a clue. I don't recognize it, so we're gonna put it in D, because I don't want trash or dog water. It has to be really bad for me to go, huh? You know? Alright, here's Sonic and Shadow. Which is, there's a lot of people who like the ship a lot. And to that, I see where they're coming from. I think I'm also kind of middle of the road with it. I know people are gonna be like, but it's high. It's high middle of the road. It's high middle of the road. But it's just like out of like that. It's like I don't know. I feel like Knuckles and Shadow just make more sense to me. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Okay, we have Sonic, Sally. I feel like they work like really well. I know they're not like canonical, but like I see them working pretty well. Actually, I see it as like the really like a real possibility. I don't know. Like they like, I don't know. I feel like it kind of like balances out like a lot of Sonic's traits. If that makes sense. And then of course the classic Sonic and Amy, which I mean, like, I don't know, man. I gotta put in. I don't know if I put it in S, but I gotta put in A. I mean, it's a classic. I like it. It's a cute dynamic. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, especially now, I think a lot of the writers are kind of being more softer toward the dynamic now. I think they're not going, ew, Amy, what's wrong with you? Why do you want it? Ew, kind of thing. They're kind of going more softer with it, and I like that. It's like, I don't like how, like, if this was like a couple years ago, before like Sonic Frontiers and everything, I'd go like, no, bad, But like, I think it's after Sonic Frontiers. I think they're like finally kind of being like, yeah, we'll never confirm it, but we'll like warm up to it, kind of thing. We'll be nicer about it, kind of a thing, Like, I think it's nice. Actually, I feel like even then, like, I feel like since like Werehog, they've been like kind of more warming up to it. But I feel like recent years, they really have been like, yeah, okay. Now this one's a really famous one too. With Sonic and Blaze. I feel like I don't hate this one. I think it's an interesting one. I think I say like I think it's I think that there's a realm, a possibility that anyway. There's just possibilities. Anyway, there's a realm where this could work. I feel like I don't know what realm. Maybe Blaze's realm. Does she swim in? You know what? I still don't understand what the canonibility of that, whether or not she swim in a different universe or not. I don't understand. Anyway, thanks as a Sonic fan, you never understand. Now this one, I am so confused by. Are they saying like Werehog looks like Sonic? Like, what does that mean? I don't get it. I'm just gonna put. This is the only way we say dog water because it's a natural kind of dog, technically. If we're talking about Werehog. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, we have Sonic and Silver. Sonic and Silver. See, this one I can see. This one I can see pretty well. I see it like here for sure. I can definitely see it. I think that there's like a. I think once Silver gets past the like, you're gonna destroy the future thing. I think I can see them being like, oh, okay. I don't know. And we have Sonic and Metal Sonic. Would that be counting as dating yourself? I mean, I know it's a version of himself. Again, we're talking about evil version of himself, but like, I'm gonna put that. I don't know if that really would work. This is the first time we got Rouge on here. Is this the only Rouge? Where's my girl Rouge representation at? Come on, bro. Come on. Especially like I had like Knuckles and Rouge. Like I really like Knuckles and Rouge. What? Come on, really? This is the only Rouge one? Okay, all right. You know what? I'm not gonna complain. I can't complain. I need to relax. I need to shut up. Relax. Anyway, so Sonic Rouge. I don't see it. It's just not a thing. Scourge and Sonic. Oh boy. Okay, this is a deep cut. I think this used to be a really big shirt back in the day. Again, this is kind of dating yourself because the lore of this is that like there's a thing called Bad Sonic, and that's what Bad Sonic turned into Scourge. I think eventually in the comics. I don't remember if it's like a change, like an actual transformation type of thing, or just the creators kind of soft rebooted the character. It's been a hot minute, so no, I don't see it. I have no clue what this character is. I think this is from the recent comics, unfortunately, and I've not read a lot of the recent comics recently, and that's bad on me. I used to be like so caught up with like a lot of the Archie stuff back in the day, and then like they stopped doing the Archie and IWB like IDW. Jesus Christ! I swear to God, I know what I'm talking about. IDW took over the comics, and I read some of those comics, but it's just like I had a hard time catching up with them. It's not like I dislike him or anything. It's just like I never got to it. So my bad. I think this is also a similar character. This one here. This one, so I'm gonna put it there. D is not bad. D is just like I just don't think it's like there's either I don't see it or I just don't know enough. Sonic doing the chest meme. What the hell? Okay, with Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles. I am middle of the road with it as well. I also don't know who this is. So this is the list. Nothing S rank. I don't know. Like I feel like the problem with like the Sonic universe. I don't think anything's really concrete to me. Because I guess like realistically, you could say like, well, I put AB and Sonic because they're the ones that's the most realistic, on this list. But it's like, even then, I don't even think that's 100% true. I don't think we'll ever really see. Maybe like an alternative universe kind of thing. We see like AB and Sonic be together, but like realistically, like in the main line, that's just not gonna happen. And I don't know. I get it. It's like you don't want to break that dynamic because then you really have to like kind of get really complicated with writing with that, and that's just too hard. So yeah, this is my list. Uh, again, Trey K made this, so yeah, we're gonna again move on to the next one. Let me go back to here. While I'm doing that, and also some final thoughts with that. But like I said, yeah, like it's just like I think it's in the okay, category. A lot of those, like again, like Sonic. I feel like Sonic chips are very also kind of scary. The tiptoe around, at least from back in the kind of like this back in the day was kind of hard to like talk about it because a lot of people really were strongly like this ship is my favorite. If anyone says it's not their favorite, they're wrong. And it's like, okay, kind of scared category, like nervous laughter, haha, haha, kind of moment. So like I got to tiptoe around it, but also it's like I don't know. Like I said, these are just vibes only. And again, don't be discouraged that I put like a ship you like somewhere that is not favorable. That's again, if you like that ship, that's fine. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything really controversial on the list where I'm like, absolutely not. You cannot like this ship type of thing. I would never really do. There would have to be really controversial for it to be like again, like it has to be like the Hunchback thing where I was like, no, I found out the age range and made me uncomfortable, or like the Pocahontas thing where I'm like, where like I really like say no to those thing kind of thing where it's like, but like for the most part, like those were really tame, a lot of those. So it's like I'm not saying that like your ship is wrong. I just think like in my brain I'm like, I just not into the ship, and that's okay. You're into the ship, that's you. You can enjoy these things. Anyway, we are on this one, which I'm kind of excited about because this one's kind of an interesting one, which is just ships from fandoms 2. Um, this one is made by Sydney Squid. So yeah, there's a lot. There are some I definitely don't recognize. So let me actually quickly the ones I really don't recognize. Quickly like move around. I cannot see what that one is. It's one that was no. Okay. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. I'm doing this now. Not a great time to do this now. Hold on, animes I've not seen really well. I've seen that anime, but I don't know the dynamic well enough. I've sort of seen this, but I need to see more of that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I cannot see this one really well. So sorry. That one, unfortunately, I need to see that anime. I know what anime that is. Kind of don't know that one. I mean, I do, but I don't. Sorry, that one cracked me up. I don't know. Is there any other ones? I don't know that one. I not really played a lot of that, but I'll say one of the things is I do understand that one. That one I don't know. Again, I really need to get into like more things. Let me see. I don't know what that is. Oh god, sorry. I should have done this before. What is wrong with my There's not a lot of this one, I realize. This is fine. This is fine. Actually, I really need to see more of this one, too. I mean, I've seen it, but again, I've not seen it. Okay. I think I can work with this. Okay. I got enough where I can work with this. Okay. Because it's like, I don't want to throw him like F because it's like, no, I just don't know him. So, like, let's throw him on the bottom so that way once I get to the ones I don't recognize, we could just clear. Alright. So, CV Universe. Okay. I kind of wish this was like Faniverse, and then I'm not gonna play. So, Paradox in Amethyst. Okay, this one I do vaguely remember this one kind of being something where I was like, yeah, I can see it, but like I feel like now I'm kind of middle of the road with it. I mean, it would kind of work. I don't know, like the comfortability. I think of it because it's like I mean, Amethyst now. I think in future and stuff like that, maybe. But I still feel like Peridot just like I feel like there's a certain just like personality of Peridot and Amethyst where it's just like I think they would be again good friends. We got the Shorty Squad kind of thing, but it's like I don't know they would really like pursue further than that. And then we got Mako and Asami. Oh, just I will forewarn. There's a like Avatar one specifically that I probably will go into more detail with this, but I'm gonna put this in D. I will explain more probably later because this probably will show up again. If it doesn't, I will explain then further. I just go into the category, how I explain it and how I feel about it. Okay. There's some My Hero Academia. I was keeping these because I recognize them, but now I'm realizing I'm like, ooh, do I want to go into this? I admittedly, and to be, but by the way, I'm gonna put this, but this full disclosure, I've only watched this since season 3. Yes, it's been that long. I know. A lot of people are like, what the hell, bro? Why haven't you seen the whole thing? I know, and they have the final and everything. I could watch all of it. I know. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna be fairly honest. A lot of the ship stuff, like I didn't care as much. The ship stuff for like My Hero was very like I wasn't fully committed to. I just didn't really. I kind of was more interested in the story, and to be honest, like I feel like any of the ships just didn't make sense to me. Even like the ones that like they were pushing towards, I was like, okay. So I feel like this one, from what I recall, I think that like there was like more character development for Bakugo, but like I think this is not a good ship. I think there's a lot of unhealthy things going on there. Um, what is this one? I cannot tell. It's Dipper, but what version of Dipper? Is it like with Dylan? Oh, I think it's supposed to be Dylan. Again, not probably a good dynamic. Not a good dynamic. Okay, we have Pearl and Bismuth. I really like this. They're very cute. I was rewatching Future again with Gus, and it was very cute. I was actually like being like, okay, they're really adorable. I really, I mean, I feel like it came out of left field when I was watching it originally, but I think like rewatching it after like watching a lot of Steven Universe, I'm like, I see it. The vibe is there. The vibe is there, and the vibe is there. It's like, these two. I'm middle of the road with that. We got okay, Marceline and Princess Bubblegum. Always rooted these two. I always rooted for these two, and I always rooted for these two. So for sure. Okay, Katra, and or again again rooted. That's what I wanted. That's what I like. Again, I feel like this one goes into the middle of the road. Like I'm so middle of the road with all of them. Pacific Alliance and like Dipper. I've heard of this and like it's kind of interesting. Like I think we guys talked about this too, where it's like why this dynamic, and I was just like, I gave the shrug of like the rich girl becoming like more self aware and nicer and kinder and like that kind of thing. I I'm on the road with it. To be honest, like I don't mind it. I get it, but it's like I don't know. What the hell? This is the same as this. This is literally the same thing. This is the same thing, and y'all know it. Okay, moving on. Whoa. Okay, this is a. I know this is a thing. I forgot that this is a thing, but I know this is a thing. I don't. I'm not saying no to it 100%, but I definitely think it's mostly no. Okay. Well, I already mentioned that these were A originally, so they're staying. They're going back to where they were before. Um. Oh. I like this one. I think it's a B though. This one. Again, this one I never really saw. Also, never really saw. I kind of forgot their dynamic a little bit. Yeah. I'm going B for that, I guess. And Kantara. Okay. Oh god, hold on, let me look. I just want to see something. Oh god, they do have Zutara. Okay. Do I want to get to that battle? Again, not right now. It's gonna show up in the other one. But I really like this one. Toph and guitar. Okay. Not heard that one much before. I've not heard that one much. I middle of the road. I don't know. I don't think it would work well, but I don't think it's not gonna work. I just Okay, this one was really popular too. Again, what else am I gonna go to? I don't think it's a little more possible than this, but I don't think it's so much. Okay, yeah. Anyway, moving on. That's all. No further explanation. Okay, that's not true. I will say more later. Yoshi and okay. They're pretty good. I like these. I don't know the rest, but I like them. They're cute. Okay, Lapis and Lapis and Peridot. See, that's the ship I really like more. Yeah, they're very cute. I like it. It's a just I see it and I understand it more. There's an understanding more. There's an Amity. Again, definitely high. Actually, probably the highest rare. I don't even say yes, but definitely I like it a lot. What the hell? This is a ship. and okay. I see. That's the thing. I don't go deep into some of these fandoms. I didn't even know this was a thing. I'm trying to envision it. I mean, like, obviously after, like, some of this, like, transformation of being a better person. I'm gonna go middle of the road with this is more because it's like I don't want to say no. I don't want to say yeah. I don't know. Again, this is also D. This is similar. Nope, these two are going together. Teehee. Again, I'll get into that more. I mean, any more like that, just for contextual reasons. Mrs. Puff and Mr. Crab, or Mrs. Puff and Mr. Yeah. No, not 100% no, but no. Ooh, Pearl and Rose. Okay, see, this is an interesting conversation to have because I think it's so interesting. Because I think with the Bismuth and like Pearl thing versus like the Rose and Pearl thing, I think the thing with Bismuth and I think why I think her relationship with like Pearl is a lot better is because like Bismuth has interest in Pearl and like really liked her. I feel like my problem with Rose is that like I don't think there wasn't any connection, but I feel like Rose never understood Pearl's like true deep feelings. And I don't think in like a bad way. I think more in like a her sights were somewhere else. But like I see it B. I think it's fine, but I think there's such a drastic difference, and I think I don't know, that's his own video I could probably make on this at some point eventually with this. It's just like I don't know, like I don't hate it, but I also again like I feel like the way Rose kind of treated Pearl is just like not favorable. Oh my god, ow, I just popped my hand. It's not favorable in a way. I don't think I don't want to call it toxic. It's definitely not toxic. It's just it feels very one sided, and I think that's the part that sucks. I think a lot is the point. So yeah. I forgot about the ship. I'm gonna put it in the middle of the road because I remember it, but I don't remember it fully. At a moment. We got Ruby and we got Sapphire. Definitely A. I won't put in S. I feel like there's still some things there, you know, with that. But you know, at the end of the day, ooh, I forgot about this one too. Dang, I like this one. I think from what I recall, that way. It's been it's so long. I really watch this one, She-Ra, and I know they're taking it off Netflix, and it's like, come on, guys. This one was silly. This one was silly. I like it. It's silly cute. So I like this one's really cute. These two are very cute. Yeah, Steven and Connie. Steven and Connie's very cute. Definitely for sure. I think high. No, right there. Yeah, I feel like that feels good. That. We have Sokka and Suki. Sokka and Suki. This one's very cute too. I think this one's also like a favorite of mine. Up there for sure. Again, I don't know. I feel like Final Fantasy middle road for that one because I don't think it's as bad as like all of them. I got the Tom Nook one there on accident. I'm assuming that's him in taxes. At least I got the joke that way. I meant to move that. Last one was all Avatar. Sokka and Top. Okay, I know some people like say the whole Suki thing. Not Suki. Oh my god, Susan. What's her name? Why am I blanking? Oh my god, the second kid. Suyin. Jesus, I got there. Um, Suyin is like Sokka's like kid, but it's like what the hell? No, I don't get it. I don't hate this ship. I'm very middle of the road of it though. Now this one I kind of see. I do like this one enough. The Sokka and like Zuko thing. I might sound crazy with that, but like I actually don't hate it. The Zuko and Aang. There's a weirdness about that I don't like. And there's a way deeper thing with that. Oh boy. Okay, Zahara. That is something I know I'm gonna have to talk about in the next one. I can't avoid it forever. But you're all gonna see where I'm putting it next, and I'm gonna be like eek ak ork I'm putting it middle road, and I know people are gonna be like, "What the hell?" But yeah, we'll get there eventually. We'll get there when we get there. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is the list. This is what I got. The rest of these, I apologize that I don't really know well. I know I should know some of them more well. But that's not that's neither here nor there. But yeah, this was shipped from Fandoms 2, and it was made by Sydney Squid. So there's that. We will do this for the while I again change over to the next one. So let me see what's actually on here. This is a lot different than I was expecting. It's a lot different. There's a lot more Legend of Korra stuff. Okay. I don't explain the other thing. No, okay, I'll explain the Zutara thing because I feel like I should. This must be that Legend of Korra. Okay. So cool vibe. Yeah, here's Zutara and the Katang thing. Oh, how do I go in this? Okay. Because I know there's even people nowadays still very passionate about either side of things. So, okay. Zutara, I like the concept enough in the sense that it goes into the category if I can fix them. And I know that's what the category is. Don't y'all lie to me. I know it's like, I know you're all gonna be like, it's deeper than that. And it's like, sure, and I get that. It probably is deeper than that. But that's the surface level of the view of like, I can fix him, you know. It's the whole opposite attract type of thing, you know. It's the thing of like, you know, sort of Romeo and Juliet-ish. I'd say a bit just because of the two different, nations and all that. Not supposed to be together, the one killed, but not. That's one of the things I think that makes me go into the category, is that like Zuko, like yes, he does feel like guilty and bad that like what happened to like Katara's mother and things like that, and like her tribe and stuff like that. But I feel like I feel like there's like a kind of like a weird awkwardness to that still. And I feel like I don't know, it's just like the way Katara like kind of goes and like does like how she like goes about certain things. I feel like just I don't know. I just don't see it. I never saw it really working. Like I see it as like a quick little like a quick kind of relationship, but I never really saw it go farther, like to see it go further than that. In that regard, um, there's that. I don't know. I I don't know. I feel like Katara and like Aang just kind of make more sense to me. They always have. I don't know. I cannot really further explain other than that's just how I feel with that. So I don't know. It's tricky. Um, but I will be able to mention the Mako thing in a minute. Not a minute, but a little bit. But yeah, we are here now with the final one for today, which is Legend of Core Ships, um, which was made by Aki Shokowitz. I apologize if I said that wrong. But yeah, so we'll just get started. Let me see if I can recognize some of these. This is obviously Korra with who exactly? Is that? Oh, okay, that is Oh god, I'm like her name. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh my god, why am I liking her name? The main villain of season 4. Oh my god. Wow, that's embarrassing. Hold on. I will hold on. Give me a second. I'm. Oh my god. No, no, no. Hold on. No. And I feel embarrassed by this. Oh my god, this is gonna bother me. Not that. Oh god. Oh my god. Wow. I'm about to scream my head off. Why can I remember? Why can I remember? No. No. Kavira! Oh my god, Jesus, I got there. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I need to rewatch Legend of Korra again. It's been a minute. Kavira and Korra. Okay, I've heard people talk about this one before. I should have just talked about the whole point. It probably would have came to me eventually if I was just talking about it. I spaced. Whoops. I hit the space button on accident. I I feel like they're too similar. I think I see why people say it, but I think the problem is they're too similar. That like I feel like they'd be butting heads a lot. We have Vera and Asami. See, okay, this one would work. Just because again, if I was saying the similarity, I don't think it would work well or meant to be used that way. But I can see it working. There might be some dynamics that might maybe not like fully work, but like I can see it maybe like short term. Okay, Vera and her, I blanking on his name, but like the boyfriend at the time. I don't think it really works well. Clearly, like she never really committed to him as well. Like he again, it's a one-sided relationship thing, kind of thing. These, well, I mean, aren't they together? I mean, I think they're together. I mean, they have kids and things like that. Oh, okay, Bolin and Asami. I see them just more being friends. I don't really see it farther than that. Um, okay, interesting that they have this here. Considering, it still goes into the Y category. Where's his current though? I'm just asking. This was this one, man, didn't really work. Really didn't love him. I don't think. I thought that was Malcolm for a second. I was gonna be like, excuse me, no, that's General Iroh. Or Iroh Jr., I guess if you want to call it. If you wanted, or Iroh the second. Actually, Iroh the second sounds more proper. I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know. Who's that? I can't even see who that is. I don't know who that is. Is that who I think that is? Well, his mom. Essentially, that's kind of weird. Okay. Oh, Lynn and Korra. Okay, this is a weird category because it's one of those things where they toyed with this for like 5 seconds and then they never went further. But I think it works. There's something to be had there. I think that's the whole point of why they did it for like 2.5 seconds, because it was one of those like there's a possibility. But it's just like I don't know if I don't know, like I said, I feel like it's gonna be like one of those again short term things, unfortunately. Again, no. This one works. I mean, I feel like they're meant to be. They're so cute together, actually. I'll pull them all in. Like, they're so cute. This is interesting. I don't think it's a Y category, but I definitely don't think it works. Like, I don't think it works, and I don't think it works really well. Boomy. These two, I mean, they're definitely meant to be. I mean, that's, well, no, I think they work well. They're not dating, but I see it. I think they work well. I think I can see it. They got the vibe. Okay. No eyebrow that looks like in. I think the ones that General was the one that wears like the red thing. Um, I can kind of see it. Again, I think it's something with a short term. This one I think works well. This one, I'm not like the dynamic with that. This one again, my favorite too. I mean, I don't know, they work so well. I like Korsami. You can kind of tell. Okay. Is that? No. I'm gonna say no. I don't know. My brain is going no. Wait, no, it's this here. What is this one? What was the one I like? What I did before? What is this one then? I still think it doesn't work. I still think it doesn't work. I don't know who this is in. Who are you? Is that the villain? Hold on, wait, I don't know. I still say I'm gonna keep it in word. Okay, these two. Let's see. I'm trying to see who that is. Hold on. Is that Kaya? With who though? Is that Asami? Again, I don't like the very older role type. I don't know. Unbalanced. And this one. I've seen the ship a lot. Yeah, I can see it. You know what? I can see it. I don't know if it's like in the meant to be, but I think it works well. Again, no. I don't know what that is. I think there's something. Okay. Habade. What is this? Oh, I see what that is. Okay, sorry. Oh, I threw it down. No, come back. Actually, you know what? Let me look at this right now. Throw it up before we get into like the next conversation that's coming up. Before the next conversation coming up, because I know it's about to happen. So let's just set it up a little better. You know what? If we're gonna set it up that way, let's set it up then. Let's set it up. Ooh. Anyway, I need to shut up. I need to shut up. Excuse me. I burped a little. Sorry. Da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Almost there. There we go. We'll throw that there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Because I might as well keep that as a conversation under. Now, Mako and Iroh? I don't know. I don't think that really worked, that dynamic. Oh, and that's Mako, and I think that goes into the Y category. This is on screen for like 2.5 seconds. I don't know if this would work. Like, it's okay. I really actually don't remember how this one worked. Chilpin. Let's just say no. This one, these two, I don't think so. What is this dynamic? Oh, I know. No. I don't know. Is that supposed to be god dang it, sorry. I'm gonna say no. I think just because the age a little bit more specifically. Nah. This, we know it doesn't work. So, we know it doesn't work. I mean, I guess you could say it works. It's just like, we know it doesn't work eventually. Though I guess I did put the category of like, oh, well, it works not for long. I guess we'll say that. I guess because I did say that. Korra, and I haven't a clue who that is, but I'm gonna say no because I have a strong suspicion. I think I know who that is, but I don't know 100%. So I'm not gonna put in the Y yet. Our parents. I mean, they're meant to be. They're cutie patooties. I don't know. That's just what they are. These two, they're definitely meant to be as well. Even if again they're the villains, they're definitely meant to be together. I don't know. I'm gonna say no for that. And Prince Woon. I mean, I think works well. I can see it happening. The keyword is succeed. Again, these two are cutie patooties. They kind of go in the same like category as like this, kind of thing. They're cute. They're a couple. They're a couple. Okay, so we're gonna go into the dozen. I mean, I guess it works, but doesn't work. Actually, if I was gonna do it like this, I'd do it like this. I'm putting my hands up. I'm putting up. Please don't shoot. Please, please don't hit me. Please, I'm sorry. I made a decision. I made. I know. Technically, they both go in the worst category because they actually been together and then they broke up. But like, honest to God, like, okay. That's the one thing about Legend of Korra, that is awkward. I think the most from like when I've talked to people a lot about like how it's kind of weird to watch because again the whole love triangle thing with like Korra, Asami, and like Mako, and I know some people are not like too big of fans of being like, oh well, we broke up with this one guy, let's date each other thing, because it's like, but it's like here's the thing, my whole issue I think in the long run is that I wish Nickelodeon wasn't just super homophobic. It's like if they just let them go the route I think they wanted to originally with like Korra and Asami, I think this would have been done in a much better, less messier way. Like I still think the whole Mako interest still could have worked. I just think they could have like gone toward the route of a Korra like much more smoother. Versus it made it seem like we both dated him and now we don't like him. Let's date each other thing. Because like that's kind of how it does feel in some angles, but like they didn't have a lot of time to really set it up, unfortunately. And I think that's kind of the issue. But yeah, like I feel like Korra and Mako work a bit better because I think it's just like the dynamic. I just feel like Asami and like Mako don't really work as much. Only because it's like I feel like a lot of the time Mako wasn't really interested in Asami. Versus like Mako liked Korra. At least there was like at least interest there. I think the problem is with the Korra is obviously she's kind of, that's the thing. Okay, here's the thing why Korra and Asami work. Because Korra is super strong headed and like very stubborn and like, stuck in her ways a lot of the time, even though she does change obviously throughout the series. But like she has her moments where like she, kind of becomes like, just very like angry and like, kind of gets into fire fit of rage kind of thing. Thing is with Asami, the thing is that she's very like calm and rooted in her way. Like she still obviously kind of like gets angry and things like that and hot headed in her own way, but she deals with it in such a healthier manner. And I think the way that like I think the best scenes that show this in like the series, especially like I think like season 3, there's a moment where like Korra's like super angry and like training with Asami, and she's like hitting hard and stuff like that. And she like hits really hard, and Asami kind of goes like, "Hey, yo, bro, you need to like relax a little." And instead of Korra being like, "Well, I'm just angry and wanting," like if it was Mako that told her that, like she would have just like went off on him so quick. Versus like with Asami, she like kind of backed off and it was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You're right. You're right. I'm doing too much, right now." And I think that's kind of where the difference lies. I think with that specifically, and it's like somebody always kind of calmed Mako down, but I think again like the problem is like Mako just never appreciated any of it. I feel like because he always had his sights on Korra, and that's fine, but it just sucks that like kind of let her on and things like that. It's just there's a lot of issues, and I get it, and it's kind of one of the big things why people don't like the series, and it just breaks my heart because it's like I really like the series. When you look at the underlying issues, look past the underlying issues, like it's a really good series. I think it just kind of sucks that that's what happened. But yeah, this is the list. I don't know. You take it as you will. I don't know. Just again, it's my opinion. Please don't take it as something as a fact. If you prefer Korra Mako, or like Asami and Mako, and you don't like Korra Asami, like that's fine, as long as it's not like for homophobic reasons. As if it's like like if you like prefer the dynamics more between like the two, like that's fine. you know but yeah, again, it was by Askiwa Aki Akiskowski. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm botching names, but yeah, we're gonna go on over back to here, and I think I'm gonna slowly start wrapping up, pretty much. Not officially wrapping up, just going to, yeah, kind of just, kind of wind down here. But yeah, oh, I was streaming about it as like my normal length. That's good. But yeah, so usually like my podcast like a little shorter, but I was able to actually find a topic and things like that this time in the stream and had more to say. So, I will probably play Date Everything next week. I just kind of wanted to. I said I wasn't really in the mood to see whether or not it was gonna work today or not. It was just the vibe, really. But yeah, I will be playing next week, so look for that for next Saturday. That way. Um, Other update wise, I've been working on video project stuff. There's a lot with that. Just bear with me. With that kind of thing, like just please bear with me. With it, but yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, shrug. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't really have much else to really talk about or say or do or whatnot. So yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, so like I said, next Saturday I will stream. So I will probably be doing more Date Everything this time. I will. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the stream. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. I guess comment below what's your favorite ships, whether it showed up in the video today or uh something that wasn't mentioned today. I don't know. You can mention whatever. Just what's the vibe. Or if like there's a ship that you think I should have put higher somewhere else. I don't know. Let me know. Be nice about it, please. But yeah. Subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope it's fun. Whatever you're doing, whether again you're with someone or you're single pringle. Yeah. Hope you have a great day. So yeah. Bye guys.